Drop the top on that whip. Make you feel some type of way. Oh my God. Can you guys believe the tragic news? I know y'all gonna kill me because I'm 7 minutes late. But listen, don't judge me. Don't judge me. We got some shit to discuss. Hold on. Hold on, Hollywood. Hold on. Hold on. And make you feel some type of way. Yeah, I can't believe this. I cannot believe this. But don't worry, don't worry. We gonna go through it. Hold on, y'all. Give me 2 minutes. I know I was late already. I had something to do. I had something to do. I'm sorry, y'all. Drop the top on that whip. Make you feel some type of way. That's my song. Come on, that ain't right. That ain't right. But we gonna get it together. We gonna get it together. Give me 1 second. Dip out in the blue for that paper. That used to be my song. Mm-mm. I had a long day too, y'all. And, Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome back to the Operation Hill 100 Heart channel where we do what? Focus on healing, humor, and hot mother freaking topics. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. The lit at 6 is lit at 16. And we want to start off, if nothing else, we want to start off and talk about Rich Homie Quan. Now, as you guys know, I had a life before Pookie, right? Even though that was like my former life or something like that. But there was a life. And in that life, I was living my best. Okay. So, in living my best, Rich Homie Quan wanted to get with me, right? And I know Pookie is a hate on me and Rich Homie Quan. Back then it didn't work out in my favor. So, God is good. But Rich Homie Quan wanted to get with me. He wanted to get with me, and Pookie is hating. That's okay. It happens, right? In any event, if I wouldn't have got with Pookie, I would have gave Rich Homie a Quan a chance. So I don't appreciate that this happened. Yes. Hey, Tifa girl. But yes. So we're gonna so this is what I'm gonna do, right? And if you guys have any information about this, I want y'all to let me know. I don't mind like reading off to you guys things that we're discussing, but I'm not gonna lie, that irritates me a little bit when I watch other people's videos. So what I would like to do, because what I'm on is called StreamYard. I would like to share my screen so you guys can actually see what I'm talking about. And sometimes you can hear what they're saying as opposed to me playing it for you or reading it for you. But for whatever reason, StreamYard won't allow me from my iPad to do that. So I'm going to bring home a computer and see if I could do it from that computer the next time. It's just that if I do it from that computer, it will be sitting in front of me like how this one is. Shit to say. All right, before anything, please hit the thumbs up on the video. Please hit the thumbs up on the video. Did I freeze? Okay. Please hit the thumbs up on this video. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Let's talk about Rich Homie Quan. That makes me sad, but God is good. God is good. And it makes me more sad in particular because of the cause of death. You know, this always hits so close to home. You just this whole overdose, fentanyl era, yada, yada, yada. But let's look at it. Let's look at it. It says, Atlanta rap icon Rich Homie Quan dead at 33. What we know. The Fulton County Medical Examiner confirmed the death of the Atlanta rapper on Thursday afternoon. Atlanta rapper Rich Homie Quan has died at the age of 33. The Fulton County Medical Examiner's Office confirmed with 11 Alive on Thursday. A cause of death was not immediately released. The Medical Examiner's Office said they were notified of his death by Grady Memorial Hospital on Thursday. 11 Alive learned that Atlanta police responded to a medical call at a home along Hampton Forest Drive Southwest in Atlanta on Thursday just after 11:20 a.m. Records show the residence is connected to the rapper whose real name is DeQuantes Devontae Lamar. Okay, DeQuantes. Okay. And 911 calls obtained by 11 Alive, we learned that the first responders were called out to the home after a man was found unconscious on a couch by his girlfriend. Born in Atlanta, Rich Homie Quan rose to fame in the early 2010s and found mainstream music success with his 2013 single Type of Way. That's my track right there. I was out siggity. I was in Atlanta in the barbershop. Don't hate. His 2015 single Flex peaked at number 26 on the Billboard Hot 100. Rich Homie Quan was a member of the music group Rich Gang, where he produced music and a number of top hits in the 2010s as a solo artist. Quan was known for his melodic flow and catchy hooks, as described by entertainment magazine Variety. He was born October 4th, 1990. The Medical Examiner's Office said in 2011 he started making trap music and collaborated with fellow Atlanta rappers such as Young Thug and 2 Chainz and other big known rappers such as Gucci Mane, Trinidad James, YG, and more, according to Variety. He was considered part of a rising generation of rappers who delivered songs with intense emotion and fiery passion that permeated each release, Variety said. Quan was the oldest of 3 siblings. An autopsy into his death is expected to be performed on Friday. The Medical Examiner's Office said this is a developing story. Check back for new information. Wow. Oh, wow. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, Steph, shut up, Pookie. You hating on me and Rich Homie Quan. I'm not gonna lie. Every time I hear about deaths that involves drugs, it hits so close to home. It makes me emotional. It makes me sad because, you know, I have experienced this firsthand, you know, and it's crazy because earlier this morning, and I'm going to drop the link right here in the chat. Earlier this morning, I did a Dear DJ, and it involved a parent dealing with their young person and their drug addiction. And that was the first Dear DJ to my knowledge. Y'all could let me know if y'all remember me ever getting emotional on any other one, but that's the first Dear DJ I recall getting emotional on. But the reason why I was so emotional was because, you know, that drug addiction is very serious and very real, and people do not understand the magnitude of it, and most times until it's too late. It's so crazy because I have a friend of mine. Here's the Dear DJ that I did this morning. I have a friend of mine who his brother actually passed right a year after my sister. He died probably a few weeks short. Hey, Olinda. He probably passed a few weeks short of my sister, but a year later. And the same way. And my friend, he called me on the phone. This was so crazy. I was leaving my job to go do a home visit for one of my students. And normally when I'm at the work during the day, I do not answer my phone. I don't answer personal calls unless you text me and tell me it's something serious. So I was walking literally out the school building. I looked at it and see he called my phone. So I just picked up. And when I picked up, he was barely audible. He was boo-hooing. And I'm like, what's the matter? And he was like, Khadijah, they found my brother. And the way he described it was exactly the same as my sister. The only difference was it was a slight difference in the location. But the same. And it really, really broke my heart. It really, really broke my heart. I'm always flattered that people think of me when they're in situations like that, knowing that I can provide some relief. But it also is just so painful because it hits me in the chest, sometimes harder than a person. But you know, God is good. And from what I hear, I don't know if you guys want to listen to the 911 call. It wasn't as drastic as I imagined it to be. The only thing was that it did kind of make you sad when you realize he didn't make it. Because if you just listen to the 911 call and the fucking ignorant ass dispatcher is like, okay, it's not that deep. But when you realize that, oh shit, he didn't make it, it does make the call sound that much worse. I'm gonna see if I can play it for you guys. Yeah, and then people, all these women coming out, talk about they was Rich Homie Quan woman, and come on, cut the bullshit, cut the bullshit. Whether you was this woman, whether you liked him, whether cut the BS, cut the BS. Let the man rest in peace, and let's see. But okay, they have hey Allison, they have. I'm gonna let you guys hear the audio if you can.
Operator 7214. What is the location of your emergency? All right, you need police, fire, or ambulance? I need an ambulance. Tell me exactly what happened. My boyfriend, he's been asleep on the couch since this morning. Well, he never came to bed last night. Sleep on the couch. I left him on the couch before I took my son to school this morning, put a blanket over him. And I just checked on him again because he never got up. I don't feel a heartbeat. I don't
This
see
is
him
his
breathing.
girlfriend and kids' mother.
Hold on, you said on the couch and what happened? I said I put a cover over him because it gets a little cool in the living room. And I just checked on him because I see he never got up. And I don't see him breathing. I don't feel a heartbeat or anything. And I turn him over. I see he kind of foamed at the mouth. I'm sorry, are you saying he's not breathing? Is that correct? I'm not hearing you. Yes. Okay, ma'am. If there's a defibrillator available, send someone to get it now and tell me when you have it.
She told her to go get the defibrillator.
Is there a what? If there's a defibrillator available, send someone to get it now and tell me when you have it. I'm not sure what that is. Okay, I'm sending the paramedics to help you now. Stay on the line and I'll tell you exactly what to do next. Okay. I need to know about how old he is. He's 34.
34, 33 years old. My God.
Okay, are you right by him now? Yes. Okay, please put your phone on speaker so your hands are free to help. And I added Dad to the call. He's trying to call me back because I called him first before I called you. Okay, so we need to help. We need to help your boyfriend now. Okay, listen carefully. Lay him flat on his back on the floor and remove anything under his head. He is not waking up. Quick. Ma'am? Yes? Okay, you gotta get him to the floor. Lay him flat on his back on the floor and remove anything under his head. What? On his back on the floor? Yes, ma'am. Help me.
Somebody's there. She's asking them to help him get him to the floor.
He's not here.
Yeah, so it seems like it ended there when she was trying to get him down on the floor because that's not what the 911 operator told her to do. I'm with you, T. For the fucking 911 operator was getting on my nerves too. I got a story about becoming a 911 dispatcher. We'll get back to that. But yeah, I don't know. Basically, from what it sounds like is that he must have either came in late or something like that, and he fell asleep downstairs. And you know, she left him out down there, like, okay, he resting and sleeping down there. And then she got up in the morning to take the kids to school. He was still there sleeping. So she like, okay, let the man sleep. But she was like, when she came back in from bringing the kids, he was still in the same position. From taking the kids to school, he still was in the same position. So she like, what the hell going on here? And when she checked, his heart wasn't beating. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And God bless her, because I would have went into panic mode immediately and been screaming at the top of my fucking lungs. I'm no good with stuff like that. But you know, like we said, God bless, God bless, God bless Rich Homie Quan. This is so sad. He does have children. His father was putting up posts devastated. And then y'all know the hoes came out. Y'all know the hoes came out. So one of the women that came out to speak about her situation with Rich Homie Quan is Erica Banks. Erica Banks, absolutely not. Erica Banks, Erica, please, okay? So Erica Banks is trying to be an up and coming rapper. She just got her fourth BBL. She's on Love and Hip Hop doing absolutely nothing, not even promoting her music. Erica Banks, goodbye. But anyway, she came out to say that all he wanted was peace, and she posted all these videos with them tongue kissing and nibbling and touching. Erica. And then there was another woman and another woman and another. Let me get you guys' take on this. If you were dating a man, right, and a situation like this took place, would you be interested in coming out saying, hey, I was a part of the brothel? Or would it be like, I'm not telling a living rat's ass because I wasn't the main hoe? What would work for you, right? Because sometimes, why is the fire department ringing? I'm not even going to entertain. Would you be interested in sharing that you were a part of that whole situation with the guy now that they're deceased? Would you want to share the relationship that you guys had? Like, would you put up pictures? Would you put up a whole long spiel? Me personally, if I was dealing with the person romantically, right, but I wasn't the main character, which just absolutely not. But let's just pretend it's some faint world, right? I will refrain from sharing how intimate our friendship was. But if we had a really good friendship and this really broke me, I probably would put up a pic and say a word or two. But it wouldn't allude to the fact that we were screwing. So it would be more so like, wow, I can't believe this happened to you. You'll be missed. And a picture of him. That's it. But I wouldn't be like, oh, the love we had stayed on my mind. And I knew you were searching for peace and I provided it for you because I am the wind beneath your wings. And go have a fucking seat and sit the dog fuck down. Erica Bank and others. Right? So, but sometimes this is what people do. And I was just explaining to a friend of mine because we were discussing this. Shout out Mo. And I'm like, you got to remember Cardi B and Offset and the Migos and all of them said it. Do anything for clout. Do anything for clout. So let me let y'all know that he was fucking me because maybe y'all will start fucking me. He's dead and gone now. So that's my assumption. But Tifa said, I ain't saying shit. I would be grieving in silence. Yo, they had a meme that said, when your sneaky link die, you got to grieve in silence. I was cracking up. I said, people is crazy. But yeah, exactly. Because it's like, what am I broadcasting? Meanwhile, he's still in love over here with New Edition. Absolutely not. As you guys know, I will be getting some absolutely not t-shirts because absolutely not is my phrase for the remainder of my fucking life. You hear me? I'm about to trademark. Absolutely not. So for me, it would have been like, okay, Rich Homie. Mm-hmm. Love you. Bye. But like Cardi and Amigos said, do anything for clout. So, okay, we're going to send our condolences to Rich Homie Quan, you know, to the family, Rich Homie Quan's family, I'm sorry. And we're going to keep their family uplifted in prayer because the grieving process is retarded and it's even more hurtful the way he went. He's so young into drug addiction. It's horrendous, right? I'm going to watch a few interviews because I wanted to get in deep about what his addiction looked like prior to the death, right? Olinda said, LOL, yep, why come out now? Unless there's an alternative motive. Yeah, the alternative motive is I gotta let the other rappers know that my sneaky link is dead and gone, so I'm available now. Hey, how y'all doing? Do anything for clout, right? Absolutely not. Okay, got it. I want to talk about CleoTrapa and Ice Spice. Y'all want to talk about CleoTrapa and Ice Spice? I have an unpopular opinion, and I know, but guess what? That's why I saved this conversation for live because I want y'all to get down in the comments and let's tussle, right? Now, I'm going to share my unpopular opinion, and I'm going to say that I don't have much commentary to give because of my unpopular opinion. I kind of want to wait, right? So CleoTrapa's stories, it was entirely too many of them. They were entirely too long, so I'm not going to play them all here for you guys because then you'll start logging off. So I'm going to give the long and the short of it, right? First of all, the rumor about Ice Spice is that you're a stuck-up shady bitch, right? That's the rumor about Ice Spice. Unfortunately, that's pretty much what I hear, is that a lot of times people can say like you're kind of shady and you do a lot of bullshit and try to stand to the side and act like you don't know what's going on and so on and so forth. I have to be fair and say I don't have Ice Spice to fucking think about. So I don't know. I don't know what was going on with her and Nikki. I don't know. I didn't keep too much with that. And the only reason why I know about CleoTrapa is because she was on what's the show? They have one in Atlanta. What's the show? And they had one in New York this year, and Chinese Kitty was on it, and then they said it got canceled for New York, but they going the Impact. So CleoTrapa was on the Impact, right? Now I'm drawing my unpopular opinion from what I saw her say about Ice Spice and what I saw on the Impact, right? So that is why I came to that conclusion, not just sheerly off of what she said about Ice Spice. So here we go. Let's run it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you just arrived here, please hit the thumbs up. That's you ringing the bell so we can open up the door and let you in, okay? So, according to CleoTrapa, Ice Spice invited her on tour. Prior to Ice Spice inviting her on tour, there has been a few people, a friend, and a few people have come out, and once again, they've said Ice Spice is shady. She's a piece of work. She be saying and doing bullshit. Text messages have been revealed about her. So that's the rumor about her, right? Anyway, her and CleoTrapa, they're not long lost besties, but they are familiar with each other and they have a relationship within the industry. So Ice Spice said, hey, I'm going on tour. Come with us. According to CleoTrapa, it was like, I'm going on tour August 1st and today is July 30th. So she really didn't have a lot of time to prepare. She couldn't do much, right? So she was like, but it was an opportunity. I wanted to take advantage. So I'm like, fuck it. But where am I going to stay? What am I going to do? Because you're telling me this last minute. This is all CleoTrapa's version, right? So she said, okay, cool. No problem. You can stay with me. We'll work it out. Just bring your bumper. So CleoTrapa was like, okay, it's lit. I'm coming. Now, according to CleoTrapa, while they were on the tour, a lot of shady shit was happening. So, like, case in point, CleoTrapa said that Ice Spice hadn't informed her staff that they also need to assist Trappa's luggage out. And CleoTrapa's like, hi, I'm actually performing as well, and I'm actually a celebrity too, so an artist. So can you take my bags too? And it's like, we don't need to deal with Ice Spice stuff. And it's like, hey, Ice, can you let them know what the fuck is going on? And Ice is pretty much acting oblivious and then saying she told them and didn't really tell them, and or saying I told them, but they really work for me, and just a lot of shady responses, right? So CleoTrapa was like, that made me feel some type of way about her, because it's like, why are you inviting me on this tour and you're treating me any old type of way, right? So now you got me here and you're not making sure I'm good. You're not making sure I eat. We're not going to hang out and do anything. You're acting pretty much like I'm just a tag along that you don't really know like that. When we're supposed to be quote unquote friends, industry friends, and you invited me. So I'm thinking we're going to kick it and bug out and do what girls do on tour. She was like, but it was no sisterhood. It was no camaraderie. She got treated like shit. And she really feels like at the end of the day, Ice Spice treated her that way because she is a bigger personality and more, I don't want to say more popular, but more likable. And she's a confident person. And because of that, Ice was trying to shade her and treat her a certain type of way, right? And then she said, I want to say the final straw was, I know that she didn't take the bags. They went out to get food and didn't tell her. Oh, the final straw was that Ice Spice has a man, and apparently Ice Spice man joined the tour. And Ice Spice was like, hey, you're going to need to get you a room because me and my man is staying in my room together. But instead of Ice being on some texting Cleo to the side. And, you know, she basically said it in front of everybody like she wanted to embarrass Cleo. So Cleo was fed up at that motherfucking point and was like, you know what, bitch, after this, I'm done with your fucking ass, right? So this was her whole rant, you know, and basically everything she said is pretty much how Ice Spice, in a sense, has been described, not so intimately because I haven't seen, me personally, any other people, like case in point, I didn't see Nikki talk about how she was in the studio, so it wasn't that intimate, but, you know, this is the gist of how they say Ice Spice is. Like, you're pretty much a bitch. And then Cleo also said it was certain things like you would try to call her to act like you want to hang out and go to basketball games, but you would really be using me for promotion because, you know, the next day you was dropping a song and, you know, just little shady things that let Cleo know that we're not really friends. This is just business and you don't really fuck with me. And you treating me fucked up now, up close and personal, because you don't really fuck with me. Right? So I listened and I was like, okay, right? About the second video, as CleoTrapa was talking, CleoTrapa gives me Keke Palmer vibes. God, please, God knows. I don't know why. I don't know why. Something about CleoTrapa. When that second, because remember, like I said, I also watched her on the Impact, right? And on the Impact, when she got into it with Chinese Kitty, I was like, okay, because she had a point and Chinese Kitty had a point, right? So I understood, but something about it didn't sit right with me. I couldn't put my finger on it. When she was ranting about Ice Spice, the very second clip, the things that she was saying and the way she was presenting the case, she gave me Keke vibes. She gave me Keke vibes. She gave me Keke vibes. What I feel, because Ice Spice had went and did so they have these like different type of like streaming apps that people go on, like case in point, what is the one that Jason you know, what is them? Oh, like Bigo, and you know those things. I don't get on any of those things. But you know, case in point, they have the Tifa said, really, I didn't get that from her. All right. So hold on, Tifa. I want to go into conversation about it because I want us all to have some dialogue about it. So she like whatever that was that Ice Spice was on, she was basically talking to, I guess, her fans, and she was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, this girl go up there and do this whole 8-part story, and she was like, she left out some very intricate parts to like strategically paint a picture of me. She was like, so like case in point, you were saying that she was asking me to go do things and hang out, and I never want to hang with you. She was like, but do you forgot, like, we smoked together a lot of times. We went and got on roller coasters at amusement park and we were screaming our head off. Like, did you forgot about those things because you didn't add those things, right? And she was saying, it was something else that she said that basically she was trying to debunk what CleoTrapa was saying, because it's so many words. This is what Ice Spice said. She was like, I feel like, you know, you can give somebody an opportunity, and when that opportunity doesn't, hold on for a second, y'all, because hold on. I can't help this. I cannot help this. Ooh.
You almost slid into the other.
Yes. Okay. Oh, it is mine. Okay.
Way to start off your weekend.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Read the room, boo. Sorry, guys. I thought that one, because sometimes some people just ring my bell randomly. So I was going to lose my fucking mind. So sorry, guys. I'm back, right? So anyway, Ice Spice was just basically saying, like, you know, you can give folks an opportunity and do things for people, and when it doesn't look the way they want it to look, then there they go slandering your name, right? So okay, I listened to that, I guess. Then I heard allegedly that Ice Spice manager came out, and he was basically debunking a lot of things that CleoTrapa said. I didn't listen to what he said because I felt like, why did you step into the chat? That was between two young girls bickering back and forth. Mind your fucking business. What I think is that CleoTrapa, in so many words, was making an attempt to introduce colorism into the conversation. And I think from the way she led the charge about how the situation took place, I think she was trying to basically say that you think that you're better than me because you're light skinned and cute and quote unquote popular. So you tried to treat me like an old black slave, pretty much. And I think she had kind of referenced like the tour bus looked like a slave ship. Like, while I don't deny that Ice Spice might have been being shady and might have been treating CleoTrapa like shit, right? I do not deny that. What gives me the Keke Palmer vibes is that introducing colorism into the conversation helps people flock in your direction, and you know that. So instead of me just saying you a fucked up person and you treated me fucked up, let me also paint it with a different brush. So not only can people see that you fucked up, but they can also see that you're being a colorist, and that's gonna have folks gravitate towards me more than anything. And that gave me a Keke Palmer vibe, because I feel like the same thing with the whole baby father and all of that. Like, instead of you saying that this is a relationship going wrong because we got issues, you was trying to introduce that he is physically abusive to you only, and it's domestic violence because you want everybody to flock to you, right? And I feel like she gets how can I put this, right? I feel like Ice Spice is a bitch. I do. But I don't feel like she was a bitch towards CleoTrapa because CleoTrapa was dark skinned. I just feel like Ice Spice is a bitch. And I feel like introducing colorism helps folks want to be on your side because it's a sensitive subject. And I feel like people use that with sex. I feel like people use that with race. You know, I feel like a lot of times it can't just be I'm a bitch and I think you're beneath me, but not because you're black. I think you're beneath me because I think I'm better than everybody. like I don't think Ice Spice was necessarily looking at it like you're a black slave that you belong picking cotton. I think it was like, bitch, you don't really make no hits, because even they showed a part of the text conversation and she said back to her, I think CleoTrapa said to her, well, whatever, go about your business, stay friendless. And she was like, okay, bitch, stay careerless. Exactly. I think you're a bum because you don't have the career that I have. I don't think you don't have the career that I have because you're Harriet Tubman. Like, I don't know, something about introducing hot button topics and conversations where they don't have to be. It could just be something personal for you. That presents an issue for me, right? So let's see what the chat. Tifa said she did something similar on the impact of yes. I saw that with Chinese Kitty. I saw that, and again, sometimes that's why I got a YouTube channel, because it kind of allows me to share some things that I don't always want to go into conversation about because people are sensitive, right? And I'm gonna give you guys. Let me see if I can give an example of what I mean to kind of drive the ball home. Like, I feel like CleoTrapa is sensitive about being the dark-skinned girl in an industry where she might feel light-skinned girls are favored and have more popularity and more things are done for them. So because of that, she might equate every issue that she has she's only having them because she's dark-skinned. And I don't want to speak for everybody and say everybody is not being colorist towards her. No, I haven't heard every situation she's had with everybody. But when I watched the impact and hearing what she's saying about Ice Spice, I was looking at her like, Cleo, I don't deny that Ice was being a bitch to you. I don't deny that you and Chinese Kitty was going through some bullshit. But I feel like when you want people to gravitate towards your side of the argument, you throw a hot button topic out there that people don't want to argue about, so they automatically jump on your side, right? And for me, I don't think that's fair. I'm sorry, I don't think that's fair, right? That goes back to the Keke Palmer situation, right? I believe that Keke was fighting her baby father and her baby father was fighting her. But when she introduced the situation. She introduced it as, I'm a black woman who's getting abused. Yes, you are. And you're also a black woman abusing a man. Like, don't present it in a way as such to have people feel like, oh my God, look what's happening to you. When, is that really what's happening? Right? So for CleoTrapa, I believe everything she said. And I'm going to take it a step further. What makes me feel like she's a little bit different from Keke Palmer, I believe she believed what she says. But I don't think she understands that it may not always be because you're dark skinned. I think Ice Spice honestly felt your career is trash. Now, whether your career is trash because you dark skinned or not, take that up with you and the Lord. But bitch, because I feel like your career is trash, I'm going to pop my shit. And that's what she said. You know, so to turn it into, you know, like the tour bus resembled a slave ship. Like, she was being crafty in the way she was delivering the message, right? Allison said, Ice Spice gives neat mediation skills vibes. Yes. I want to say something about that, right? I want to say something about this, and I have had this discussion in numerous places because I see it done, right? Ice Spice is the girl that mother raised to think she was too cute for anything. So when anything takes place, it's only taking place because I'm too cute and people are hating on me, right? I know a set of women who raise their daughters that way. Right. So instead of having them deal with their social and emotional shit and how they can be passive aggressive and nasty and disrespectful, no, you allow them to do those things. And then when somebody responds to those ways, you be like, they just don't like my daughter because they hate it because she's pretty. I don't think that's the case. I think they don't like your daughter because when she walked in the room, she looked everybody up and down and rolled her eyes and said some slick shit under her breath. And then when they responded to that, then she thought that they was jealous of her because she was pretty and they was here. But that's not necessarily the case. There was some things that took place in between that you need to acknowledge. And I've actually physically seen women raise their daughter this way. Right. And while I come from a mom who instilled confidence in me, this is not about telling you your daughter that she is beautiful and pretty and everybody jealous of her. Is not instilling confidence in her. It's giving her a pass to show up in the world as a bitch. I'm sorry to tell you. Instilling confidence in your young person is letting them know that who they are is enough. It's not always about what you look like, but what you stand for. Being able to stand on your goals, your morals, your boundaries, and not wavering due to the crowd. These are the ways that you build confidence in a young girl. Let them know that they have their own mind. They have a right to their own opinion. Everything is not a battleground. These are the ways that you instill confidence in young girls. But to constantly tell them when something don't go their way, they just mad because you pretty. All of them was just hating because you light skinned. That's not fair to the rest of the world. Because anytime she's addressed about her poor social skills because you didn't take any time to hone better ones, she's going to assume that somebody is hating on her when really they're trying to say, no, you're just a fucking bitch. You're just a bitch. That's the long and the short of it. And the reality of it is a lot of women, not just young girls, because before I used to only put it on young girls. No, a lot of women just don't have good social skills. They have poor social skills. I work in an office. My coworker Melissa would tell you this story. If I'm lying, God strike me dead. If she was on here, I would ask her to please share it. She would tell you, I walked into an office and this woman was a stranger to me. I had never seen her. But I was taught to walk in the room and greet everybody pleasantly, like or dislike them. So as soon as I entered the space, I entered with all my zen, good morning. And at that point, she was able to engage me and we had some good dialogue. And here we are. What is this? 2024. Here we are 14 years later. With an excellent friendship because of. So when you lack social skills and nobody took the opportunity to help you develop them, and anytime somebody tries to address you about it, you take it as an attack because you're cute and they're jealous. That makes absolutely no sense. And I feel like that's Ice Spice's reality. And it may not even come from you being light-skinned. It may just come from your mother think you was too cute for every fucking thing. So instead of her teaching you social skills, she allowed you to walk around and be disrespectful and nonchalant to every fucking body because you're just too cute for the world. Are you? I guess. Shit's right home with me about, but whatever, right? So anyway, I want to see more of this play out, right? Because I don't want to take away from CleoTrapa's thoughts, because I'm not gonna lie, I do feel like Ice Spice was treating you like shit. But I don't think Ice Spice sees anything wrong with the way she was treating you, because I think she's used to treating people that way. I think she's used to being that way because she is a fucking bitch. My only thing with CleoTrapa is I just wanted clarity on if she was being a bitch to you because she is a bitch, or if she was being a bitch to you because you was dark skinned. Because in my opinion, the way you finagled that story, you made me feel like that's what you was trying to get us to think. And the moment that I felt that, you gave off Keke Palmer. I'm sorry. That's what I saw. But you know what? I could be wrong. Let's let more of the story unfold, because like I said, Ice Spice went live and said her little piece on whatever B Ghost or whatever that is them young people be on. I don't know what that was. And she didn't do all of those parts like CleoTrapa, and CleoTrapa didn't respond what Ice Spice had said her rebuttal to, like, you're lying, we did do things together, blah, blah, blah. I didn't hear CleoTrapa say anything after. So, y'all drop in the chat and let me know if you have different thoughts. Let me know if I'm reaching. Let me know if I'm bugging. Let me know if I didn't hear the whole story. I'm always willing to have the conversation about, okay, girl, that didn't really go like that, right? All right, moving right along. Y'all want to talk about Love and Hip Hop a little bit? Y'all want to talk about Love and Hip Hop a little bit? So, I'm going to be honest once again. Last year, or last season, I won't say it was last year, because last season could have been the beginning of this year. I don't know. But anyway, last season, there was a lot of buzz on social media about Rasheeda and Yandy and Carly Red getting the fuck off Love and Hip Hop. A lot of people were down in the comments saying they storylines is whack, they're old, they've been there since the beginning of time. We don't want to see these skeleton bitches. Move them along, right? Go be on the Real Housewives of Atlanta or something, right? That's pretty much what was being said in the comments, right? Did I agree? I personally like when a TV show has staples. So I wasn't upset that Rasheeda's still there. I mean, Yandy came from New York, so I won't necessarily call you a Love and Hip Hop Atlanta staple, but I think Rasheeda is one, right? So I was like, whether they go or stay wouldn't really matter to me, right? But there was a lot of conversation about that, right? I said, okay, the people is getting tired of them. I hear you. But then I looked up, and this season, it's all about Yandy and Rasheeda. And what I know reality stars know how to do, if I was a reality star, I would know how to do it, is the first thing that is going to intrigue people and engage people and draw them in is when you're having issues in your relationships. Only two things is going to engage people on these shows: when you either have the best relationship or the worst relationship. Those are the only two things. Anything aside from that, you could check the history of reality shows. People are not engaged in it. They'll be like, okay, you have a career. Okay, you have 30 businesses. That's great. They called Candy boring every fucking season, even though this girl was accomplishing goals and putting out businesses and making things happen. But the moment Tall got on the show and he was beefing with Mama Joyce, and there was all this drama about he being in New York cheating and all that, Candy was at first seat next to fucking Andy. So what I know, and I tell my man this all the time, I'm like, listen, I'm probably going to start writing up these scripts because I actually believe I could put together a reality show or I could be on one, right? I know for a fact the two things that is going to have you at center stage is when you have the best relationship or the worst. Now, all of a sudden, Jasmine has popped back up again. And now Kirk is texting, I miss you and I love you. And Rasheeda is not wanting to hear it. And all this drama, which is how they got to the live. Because outside of this, we would not. Are we talking about press? I bought one thing from press in a pandemic. Is anybody talking about press? Is anybody talking about Frost Bistro? No. We talking about Rasheeda being a dumb bitch, letting Kirk text a side hoe, and she won't leave him. That's what's being discussed. So why wouldn't they bring that to the show? So I'm just looking at Kirk, fucking crispy Michael Jordan looking ass, like, please get the fuck out of here. And for Rasheeda, I always looked at her as like a classy old head who, you know, can hold it down, but I'm losing respect for her because you don't play with your motherfucking marriage. Me personally, I don't think you should play with your relationship, period, but I'm definitely not in favor with you playing with your marriage at all, not one bit. At all, not one bit. So the fact that I think that you guys are using this all for a storyline, it irritates me, right? And I'm not gonna lie, I think you guys were using it for a storyline and the first time and it backfired and a fucking real baby came out of it. So I think this time around, you saw that's when you were the most popular and they was kicking your ass off the show. So you said, well, bring the whole back and let's run it. Rasheeda, you took vows in front of God. Now you want to play in front of the audience? You go on, girl. You go right ahead. I don't see no good coming from this. But y'all go ahead and play with y'all marriage for the people in the checks, because ain't nobody at Frost Bistro and ain't nobody at Press. So y'all saying we need these Love and Hip Hop checks, so let's create some more drama. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I would get in the pain and fight 3 bitches before I put my marriage on TV to be jeopardized. Absolutely not. So for Rasheeda, I don't got time for that. Yandy. I'm gonna tell y'all something, right? So the last time, y'all know, I tore Yandy wig off, right? And I tore Yandy wig off because I felt like Yandy was playing games, right? She wasn't valuing her situation as a wife should. Again, I think marriage is a very serious thing when it's serious, right? Hold on, Tifa said, Yandy gotta go, but I love her though. She gotta go. Oh shit, Tifa, you hate shit. Yandy, I got you the last time, but scoot over, sis. Scoot on over, baby, because I'm gonna have your back now. Sister to sister, Yandy, I'm gonna have your motherfucking back, okay? Mendeecee, I know you over there letting your soul glow with your fucking Jerry curls, but let me let you know one motherfucking thing, right? Because that counseling session, Mendeecee's. Again, it does not look like Mendeecee's is playing with Yandy at all, right? He seems more serious, right? I don't know if the motherfucker is an actor. I don't know. He don't give me that type. So he gives me the things that he's saying and doing, like not wearing his motherfucking ring and all that dumb shit. That gives me he really, really means these things, right? This is not a joke. This is not a game, right? Now, do I hear his argument? I hear you, Mendeecee. I hear you. But you know what I also hear? That you're not saying, but I hear you loud and motherfucking clear, and it's why I'm about to chomp your Harlem ass out. I also hear that I'm the motherfucking prize here. So if Yandy think we gonna be doing A, B, and C, I'm gonna show her a nigga like me now to do X, Y, and Z. So let me get this straight, Mendeecee. For a woman who had to endure backlash from the world and all your motherfucking baby mamas, a fucking bid, public humiliation, and disrespect, you gonna show her when she zig, you can zag? Instead of having a higher level of respect and patience for the fucking girl just because of what she's been to you. So you know what that lets me know and makes me feel like? You think you're more valuable and worthy in your relationship than Yandy is. And you want her to know that. And the fact that you holding it on a woman like that would be there for you the way that she has been, I don't like that shit, Mendeecee. I don't fucking like it. I do not fucking like it, because at the end of the day, in any relationship, both individuals should be viewed as the prize. The same way how a motherfucker should feel lucky to have you, you should feel lucky to have a motherfucker. And if you in a relationship where it's not equally yoked and you don't feel that sense of pride and another person don't feel that sense of pride when it comes to you, then you in the wrong motherfucking one. Because at the end of the day, if one person is held in higher regard than the other, that one motherfucker is going to hold it on you and keep their foot in your neck every step of the way to remind you, I'm better than you. I mean more to this thing than you do. I could leave this motherfucker at any time. And what it seems to me, Mendeecee, is that you are hell-bent on showing Yandy that. Because the way that you are humiliating her this season, the fact that you're not wearing your motherfucking ring, and the thing that you're saying on this motherfucking camera as if this relationship is just expendable to you. Bitch, when you was in the feds, was it expendable? See, I know you fucking lying, Yandy. I know you fucking lying because, see, reality TV would have ended for me right there, and the fucking clause would have came out. Bitch, you ain't wearing your what? What are you fucking crazy? Unless you telling me, you know what, girl, I'm done with you. That's why I don't wear the ring. Then okay, that's fine. No, you telling me you need time to think and you need time to shift it. You ain't sure what we doing and because that's because you know when you say those things, she gonna sit around and wait for you to figure it the fuck out. The same way she sat around when them baby mamas was disrespecting her and defended your fucking ass. The same way she sat around when your fucking S-curl having Jerry curl dripping ass was in the fucking feds, bitch. And the nerve of you to have her sit around and wait again on you. But you know why you would do that? Because she has you believing that you're the prize in this relationship. Absolutely not. Absolutely fucking not. Right? Listen. Okay? We all have choices. Right? We all have free will. You get to make yours. Yandy, sister to sister, real talk. And this don't even have nothing to do with like your physical aesthetic or anything like that. On the scale of bad bitches, you are top tier. You are a very successful Black woman. You make shit happen. Every avenue that you have stepped into, you have soared to the top by making shit happen. If it's not a man on this planet that would think that you are valuable enough to hold you in high regard because of that alone, then bitch, you deserve a woman. Because at the end of the day, that treatment right there is not fair. That's not fair. That's not fair. All that confused behavior that he's presenting on the camera towards you and treating you as if he's an option when you've always treated him like he's a priority, that's not fair to you. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yes, Tifa's right. You out there getting pepper sprayed on the front line for this nigga, making sure the jail is open, running up to the feds, arguing with the baby mamas, letting them humiliate you, taking care of all the fucking kids. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And if you was getting your nipples licked when he was in the feds, ain't nobody revealed that shit about you, so you held that down too. How fucking dare he? But not how dare he. Sister to sister, how dare you? How dare you? I don't give a fuck what he do. How dare you, sis? You are too upper echelon to allow that behavior. So when the rings start coming off and he start acting like he confused about what y'all gonna do, then you a nigga that your husband should be sure about what the fuck he want for you and him. Not confused and thinking about it and seeing what get the fuck out of here with that. Are you crazy? That's for your boyfriend that you just met that you asking about when we going to city is. Those are only motherfucking niggas that can act unsure about you. Never your husband. Never. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Not. Y'all married. And you got a nigga playing in your face telling you he's unsure about what? And now you got to wait yet again until he gets you. Absolutely. At Yandy, Let me tell you something, girlfriend. I am never for the dissolution of marriage. I am never for the dissolution of marriage. If you can make it work, make it work. Make it work. Make it fucking work. But I'm only for marriage when it's equally yoked. When it's equally yoked. Not when the motherfucker feels like they take precedence over you. Here we are yet again, waiting on Mendeecees. Are you fucking crazy? When you done bought this nigga kids and took this nigga hand in marriage, and now yet again you have to wait on him. Haven't you waited long enough? Yandy, no, mama. No, mamita. No, mamita. No, 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 no. Wrong road, wrong road. You heard what Portia said. Absolutely not. And that's what I'm saying. Absolutely not. If Mendeecee is not sure about you and he's your husband, then baby, once again, maybe you deserve a wife. I don't fucking know. But I'm not here for it. So this love and hip hop bullshit, I just was looking at Mendeecee's like, because don't get me wrong, like I said in my other live, and I mean that, Mendeecee's is not a bad catch, so a lot of women will want him, right? But the way you're treating your wife, I don't necessarily know if that's a man that any woman could see a future with. Because once again, if Yandy was the type of woman that, listen, we only been together a little bit of time, I'm not too sure, we still got to let this thing grow, I would understand him being like, listen, we gonna see what can happen. But no, this is your wife who has proven time and time again that she's there for you, she loves you, she got your back. And the moment when shit start going south on her end, you start stepping away and letting her know you need time and you got to figure things out. And I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. Because it only leads people like me to believe, the public that's watching, that you feel like you are more valued in this relationship than she is. And that's not fair. That's absolutely not fair. So, ladies and gentlemen, please hit the thumbs up in the chat. Please hit the thumbs up in the motherfucking chat. Because that's you ringing the bell and letting me know you in the business. Right? So, okay, let's continue the conversation. Tifa said, heavy on the you deserve a woman. Seriously, because what the blood clot is this? Absolutely not. But see, Yandy is better than me because she too Harlem and Howard and cute. She need to be Brownsville and busted and prepared. Because I'd have been on Mendeecee head top. You don't wear your motherfucking what? That unless that finger has been dislocated from your body, bitch, it better be a ring on it. But see, she don't know how to up it because she's, keeping on her professional handling herself like a upper. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I would have tore off my wig and torn to his ass like a fucking thong. No, he'd have been telling the therapist right there, see, she crazy. Yes, the fuck I am over my husband. Yes, I will be. Absolutely, I will be. It's up and it's stuck. So, okay. Moving on. I'm not even going to go immediately into this next topic because I'm going to get more sweaty and riled up. So let me go into something that's good. Ressa Tessa. So look, yo, I'm about to tell you right now, I'm getting ready to go on TikTok and make 406 stories about my life. Because if Ressa Tessa could get, let me tell you about Ressa Tessa. All this came from 467 stories that I got. Yo, listen. I want y'all to hear what's the new situation with Ressa Tessa. I can't believe it. I said all this came from Ressa Tessa going up there telling her a nigga done shitting on her. Bitch, I got 500 stories. Y'all want to hear it? Listen to this pussy clot. I was so shocked when I heard this shit. I was mortified. I said Ressa Tessa is getting this motherfucking money. Right, Ressa? Ressa Tessa, girl, you what? Hold on, I want to tell y'all what Ressa Tessa did. She just did something. Hold on, y'all. Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up for Ressa. For the video. No, I saw this. I said, wow. No, it was after this. It got to be new. It said, no, something happened. This is telling me something old. Something happened the other day with Ressa Tessa. And I was like, Ressa Tessa still fucking turning up? I can't find it. Something happened recently with Ressa Tessa. And I wanted y'all to hear it because I was like, Ressa, how the fuck all this shit happen? I'm getting pissed because I just seen it the other day. Well, I'm gonna make me a 473 part fucking situation about a man dog and the dog walking me, and let's just see if I get a fucking Ressa Tessa deal because I can't believe this shit. Ressa Tessa just did something the other day. I'm gonna have to find it. I don't got time to look for it, right? But don't laugh, T, because this is some bullshit. Ladies and gentlemen, hit the thumbs up because we're going to talk about, I swear to God, I don't know if I could talk about this because I just blacked on Rasheeda and Yandy situation. And now I'm going to go right into another situation that y'all know. Y'all already know that Tamar. Oh, no. Tamar and Jennifer. Now, y'all know last time we talked about Jennifer Williams and her husband and yada, yada, yada. Well, Jennifer Williams' husband is going to jail for 30 days. But in the process of the 30 days, they're going to let him out to go get married. And then after the marriage, because they're getting married in Paris, he's going to fly back and finish the 30 days. So, like, I give you an example. Let's just say, right? Because I think he's in custody literally right now because they went to court today. So let's just say that his 30 days start tomorrow, right? Which means from the 7th. I'll start from Monday the 9th. 1, 2, 3, 4. That means he would be finished October 9th, right? But they're getting married, I think, September 15th or 14th or something like that. So the judge said he should go to jail until the 14th or whatever day they fly out, the 13th, whatever. Then go get on the plane, fly out, get married, and then come back home and continue the rest of the 30 days in jail. Jennifer. This is Jennifer from Basketball Wives and Christian who was scamming. I can't. Yeah, Tifa, yes, they're gonna put her story. They're gonna make it a movie. The 50. I'm telling you, I'm gonna go up there and tell them all about like who disrespected me and all my story and put it in 206 parts. And I hope that Netflix and everybody the fuck else pick it up too. Ressa Tessa, I'm proud of you, girl. Stand up. You turned that hustle into Hollywood. I hear that, girlfriend. Tamar. Now we might have to hear. This is how we gonna end it. Y'all might have to hear what Tamar crashing out over that fucking white man so bad. Tamar, but you know what makes me so sad is that Tamar, I never really banged with you, right? And I was trying because I didn't want to do that to you. I didn't want to do that to you, Tay Tay. I didn't want to do you like that. So I was trying to come back with the bracks and stuff. But right now, you are literally crashing out over this man as we speak. So let's listen to a little bit of Tamar. Let's see.
And I'm watching TV, and I get a notification that my car got used. Look at the date to the Four Seasons Hotel in New Orleans. Now I know I'm not in New Orleans, right? Okay, so I was used at the hotel for Mr. Jeremy Robinson and his guest, Miss J. Now, I don't know what y'all want me to do with that. Because when I had asked him about it, you get nasty with me and tell me, Go take your meds. So when I posted it, I didn't post it to be nasty. Was used at the whole.
So let me get y'all the story. Tamar put a post and delete up. She put up somebody's IG, put up the girl's IG, I think, and said, you just took me to Turks and now you gonna play in my face with a young 25-year-old hoe or something like that. Whatever word she put on the post, and then deleted the post. And everybody was like, what the fuck going on now? I am so emotionally drained with Tamar Tifa, seriously. So now, okay, no problem. Got it. Everybody wanna know what's going on. Tamar proceeds to go live after she done tagged that girl and put her IG up and all of this bullshit, and says that her and Jeremy, JR, the fucking Caucasian persuasion that's over there taking her mental health down to Africa, they were married, which I didn't know. I did not know they were legally married. I think they said they only been married 61 days. I don't care. I don't. So anyway, she goes online to tell that her credit card was used at the Four Seasons in New Orleans and some shit like that, right? Clearly she's not in New Orleans or where the fuck it was used at. So she like, okay, well, what's going on? So she said that when she called to say, why you charge my card, they said, we charged your card because Jeremy Robinson, JR, the Caucasian persuasion, used your card for him and his guest, Miss J. I have a question about you knowing who the guest is. I have a question about that. And this is my question. Even if Jeremy was checking into the hotel, what would be the need for him to tell them his guest name? And he's using your card. What fucking sense would that make, Tamar? But okay, according to you, they told you his guest name. That's what you said, right, Tamar? So anyway, she said, okay, well, so she called him. What are you using my card and what are you using this woman? And then she went on Instagram and saw that they've been saying little things to each other. She found her, they've been commenting on each other. So that's when she knew who Miss J was. And that's how she knew to go put. Tamar, I think that's a lie. Tamar, I think you saw them commenting and you saw them acting like they like each other. And when you saw he used your credit card for the hotel, you assumed it was with that woman because you was watching the social media and you saw him and her engaging with each other. That's what the fuck I think happened, Tamar. But go on with the story because you think everybody's a fucking fool, girl. You ain't smart enough. Anyway, so he was like, what? Okay, you know what? I'm wrong, right? I didn't mean to use your card. We used that card in the past and it was already on file. But guess what? I can call and tell them to uncharge your card and now charge my card. That was my bad, right? But instead of her caring about the charge or anything like that, she more care about the guest that she claimed the hotel told her is there. And he's saying that's a fucking lie. No, she wasn't here. He's also saying, if she was here, why the fuck would I tell him her name and I'm checking in with your card? What Tamar? And I found out it was her because I saw y'all engaged on Instagram. Tamar, you assumed it was her because you saw them engaged on Instagram and you tried to make up that they told you that so he could admit it so you could be proven right. And now he's not admitting it and you're getting upset because you're an absolute fucking lunatic, right? So he goes out because he's not innocent either. So y'all don't think I'm taking up for him. I don't think he's innocent. I think he's smarter than Tamar, right? So he goes and he says, listen, I'm not with Tamar because her mental health keep leaking out on me like she Kanye West. Her poor mental health keeps leaking out on me like she Kanye West, and I'm tired. So I told her I'm not emotionally, I'm not mentally, and I'm not physically available for you right now. So we need to step back from this marriage and we need to try to be friends to see if we can go back into being in love because right now it's too draining to be with you. So they separated. But this is where he's fucking crafty at. He knows, like Kim knew how to dig in Kanye mental health, the Caucasian persuasion. He know how to dig in Tamar mental health. So he do things like he invited her for the. He came for the. However it went. He invited her for his birthday, or he came for her birthday, however it went, and then she bought him a diamond chain. All that. He know how to show up for her to get her riled up, because he know technically she ain't too clear. And then when she get riled up, he stand back and act like, well, I don't know why she's acting like this, because she knows that. Bitch, you right, she do know. But you also know you tag a fucking Nas in her, and you being very fucking patronizing, and you a piece of work, you fucking Caucasian bitch. But it's allowed. It's allowed. Tifa said that girl said she gonna sue her for defamation. Yeah, because you just randomly picked me. Yeah, because what happened was that girl was commenting on his Instagram photos and Tamar was watching. I tell my man all the time, when a bitch got you bothered, you pay attention. She went up there and paid attention to his whole life because he cut her off. So Tamar was up there crashing out, and then, oh my God, and then she pulled the CleoTrapa, aka Kiki, and said, he's using my mental health against me. He's gonna go tell me to take my meds. All of us that's struggling with mental health know that's a trigger for us. Don't blame our sickness on us. Tamar, what else should he blame when you're acting like a fucking lunatic? What else should he blame? The fact that you're sick. That could be the cause of why you're acting crazy. But once again, you on your CleoTrapa Kiki shit, you want to pull in a community to have your back. And you know the mental health community, as soon as they hear somebody trying to trigger you, they're going to jump in and stand tall for you, because we are all mental health advocates. This, oh my God, bro, like this shit is so crazy. Tamar, that man got you crashing out beyond control. But you know why? You know why, Tamar? Not your mental health. Put that to the side. You know why I'm about to say this? The reason why you going through all this is the karma. What the things that you know, the things that you said to you. I'm not going back into that. I'm not going back into that. So Tamar is online, whole head knocked off, skinhead. They're hooting and hollering about he trying to dig in her mental health. Mental health advocates join forces. One band, one sound. I can't, Tamar, I wish you well, girl. I wish you well. I do not want to see this white man. You brought him to the forefront. Then she up there. I got back with him when he ate a booty sandwich. Who fucking fault is that, Tamar? Good night. Tamar said, and I stayed with him after he ate a booty sandwich, took my Tommy. Tamar. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Again, I'm done. That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, please hit the thumbs up. Thank you for tuning in. I love to have this dialogue. I love it. Listen, power is back, bitches, and we going to discuss it, right? So I'm going to come back up because I want to discuss Lit at 6 is only on Fridays. I have too much going on during the week. Lit at 6 is only on Fridays. We discussing power next week. We discussing belly. And we only doing show reviews next week, unless somebody else drastic. It's important as Rich Homie Quan drops that. But in any event, we're only doing show reviews next week because I got my motherfucking shit I want to talk about these shows, and Power is coming back tonight. So thank you guys. I love you guys. Tifa, you my girl. You thugged it out with me. I will see you guys soon. Enjoy your weekend. Go check out them dear DJs. So we could talk. All right. Once again, enjoy your weekend. I'll be dropping Dear DJs next week, and we'll go lit at 6 on Fridays again. Love you guys, and stay tuned.